Hi there, welcome. Welcome to Homekeepers. Hey, come right on in, my friend. So glad to be with you today. Hope you're having a wonderful day today. We are in Florida here, and it is really one beautiful day here today. So hope everything's going well for you, your family, your life, and all the decisions you have to make, that you'll be led by the Lord. That's the best way to go through life, is let Him okay your decisions. You know what I'm saying? I have a return guest today, Kris Hartland, and she's from Familynomics. And I've known her for a little while now, a financial planner and a lot of other titles that she has. And she's made a transition maybe in the last year or so, and really has broadened what she does into really helping families with so many different areas where they desperately need it. I'll have her explain that, but I'm glad she's back. She has written the book we're going to be talking about today, Familynomics, and she can get a family, you know, in her office or wherever, and they can really get together on what they need to do when it comes to finances, maybe estate planning, maybe end-of-life issues. And I was thinking about that. That might be a dangerous thing, to have the whole family there, because they might not agree on what to do with mama and what to do with daddy and all that. But on the other hand, it's a good reason to get them all together and, you know, get everybody's idea out there on the table and then come up with the best idea. That's what Kris does. But in this book, she has outlined scenarios. It's a very interesting book, I promise you that, of, and they're probably true stories, but of different situations, whether it could be a single mom, it could be a divorce situation, it could be facing retirement, all of these things that we need to think about in life. She's put it in a very type of really enjoyable type reading. So we're offering this today for that gift of at least $15 to the program, and the information is on your screen. And so I hope you'll take note of that. Also, Stephanie and Tiffany are going to show you how to make something for your home. And these gals are so good at bringing decor that most people can afford. And this is one of the most popular things right now. It's a banner for your home. So take a look.
It is always my favorite day when Tiffany comes from Nook and Cranny DIY Workshop, and she gets our creative juices flowing. Sometimes, you know, we get in ruts, we just don't know what to do, so she comes and she shows us new ways to decorate that are frugal and are easy. And the only problem is, once she comes here, I just want to go home and I just want to make stuff. I don't want to be here anymore. But let's see what we're going to do today, Tiffany.
Today we're going to do scroll signs, and these are all the rage right now in home decor. You see them all over Pinterest and Instagram, and they couldn't be easier. I actually almost bought one, and I thought, I think I could make that. And then when I made it, I'm like, I have to show this to Stephanie.
Yeah.
So it's super easy.
Okay.
You can get the supplies at any local store, a home decor store or a craft store. And this is just craft paper. And basically any time of the year you can find this as wrapping paper. You can find it at a restaurant supply store. It's good for all kinds of things. I ordered it off of Amazon and had it shipped the same day.
Amazon, Michael's, Joann's probably.
Target, anywhere,
like that.
any place like that. It's just craft paper with a K. Not C, craft
and you
paper.
ordered it off of Amazon. You got it like the same day.
Same
right?
day,
So
yes.
if you really want to do something, like
yes, and this is an 18-inch roll, and it comes in shorter rolls. This I cut, so.
Oh, okay.
So you can do different sizes.
That's good to know,
so
because
this is
that
just
is
cut
adorable.
into a small one.
Okay,
yeah, so I'm going to do it one way today, but this way is super easy to do at home. This is actually label paper. So it's sticky on the back, and then I printed it out with my printer, and then I actually just cut each letter out and then put it on here.
So
it's meant to kind of hang.
That you got like at Office Depot, Home Depot.
Exactly, Office Depot.
So it's sticky.
We use it to ship our kits at Nook and Cranny.
Oh, okay,
so
gotcha.
It's sticky on the back. It's like a big giant sticker. It comes in white, and then I printed it out in red and put it on here.
Come on, how easy and how cute is that?
So, and then the big one is our vinyl, and that's what I'm going to show everybody today. So if you have a vinyl machine that you can cut out designs.
Or a friend with a vinyl machine.
A friend with a vinyl machine, whatever. And then also the craft stores sell reusable stencils. So if you want to get one of those and just use some painter's tape to keep it steady, you can paint your stencil and then pick up the stencil and you'll have the design.
Do any craft stores sell the vinyls? Have you ever seen?
They might actually, yeah, because I know that I've seen ones for your walls that you can put up there. So I would say they probably do. Yeah, you can use that too. Yeah. So,
Okay,
it's just any kind of standard vinyl. So basically you need your craft paper. And my suggestion is however big your design is, to cut it an extra 12 inches.
Okay.
Because what's gonna happen is you're gonna roll the ends, so you wanna have that extra paper to give you that scroll look.
Okay.
So you're just basically going to, first we're actually going to,
keep my
hold on
hands
one
off.
second. I do need the glue gun for this one.
Okay. Okay, well, we'll talk about it.
Okay, so
Yeah.
what's gonna happen is you're gonna lay it out, and the hardest part of this is keeping your paper down. So you want the paper to lay so that the rolls are gonna come in eventually.
Right, okay.
And then basically you just need to find the center of your sign. And you're gonna apply your vinyl. Now this is a lot different than what we use in the studio because we're actually putting the words down as opposed to removing the
Bringing
words.
them, okay, yes. Yeah.
So you're gonna just peel the backing off here.
This is the hardest part when you
This
go
is-
into a Nook and Cranny workshop, because you have to just sit and be patient.
and peel it.
And especially when you have, like, I did American flag one time, and it had
yes.
500 stars on it. So I had to sit here and do this with all the stars, but it was so worth it because the project that came out, I used glitter. So
Oh,
it
yes.
was amazing, although that was another mistake because I
Yes.
used glitter and I had to sit there and find every single one of the stars.
Yes.
Yeah, but oh my gosh, it was an amazing project at the end.
Yeah, so this is always and this you wouldn't have this step if you use the printer method that I talked about. But
Right,
this
or
is the
a
vinyl.
stencil.
Exactly.
Yes.
So you're just basically peeling the backing off the vinyl because vinyl is really just a fancy sticker.
Right.
And it's basically like this the label material where it's sticky on the back side and then you've got your colored vinyl on the other side.
Great.
So once we get the backing off here, we're just literally going to put it on the paper and the project is pretty much done.
Okay. So easy. So and just, man, you could do so many things with this in your house. Every holiday.
Really, every
Like
holiday,
you could
what
make
I thought.
birthday ones.
I was just going to say that. Make a birthday one that says happy birthday, you know,
and
really
you can,
whatever.
You can personalize them, so you could say happy birthday, whoever.
I
I love
these-
personalized stuff. I just love it. It just makes it so much better.
I've seen these displayed on Pinterest for decorations at weddings too.
Oh, weddings.
So it's a good DIY for a
large
wedding.
weddings.
It could even be, yes, Brooke. It could even be a gift for a wedding
Oh, that would be a great idea.
because, you know, a homemade
And you
gift.
make it their
always
their
so much
new
better.
last name and okay.
Okay, so that's it. So now that we've got the backing off, we're just basically going to put it down here, like so. And then we scrape it down. Now you have to be a little careful because the clear transfer tape, you don't want it to stick too much to the paper. It could tear it.
Right, right.
So you want to
you
make
just
sure if
peel
you
that
are
off.
doing this method that you're going to do like a low tack tape
Okay,
here.
okay.
Low
And
tack.
so then you would just take the ends.
Take it in, take the ends in, roll them, and then you're actually going to tack it with a little bit of glue here on the edges.
Okay.
Well, you can use hot glue or regular kind of glue, and what that's going to do is keep the scroll from unrolling.
Right.
Yeah.
And then you have
that's it.
twine.
And then you have twine, and you just drop the twine down in here.
Oh my gosh. I mean, so easy, so cute.
And these, I mean, these are selling upwards of $50 if you order this online.
Come on, 50 bucks, and you can make it at home for a couple dollars.
Right.
It's amazing. We love having Tiffany come. It's always so much fun. It always just gets my creative juices flowing, and now I'm going home. No, we'll see you
Covering
next
the house
time.
in
Thanks
scrolls.
for being with us.
All right, I like that idea. Looks really nice. And I am thrilled to have Kris Hartland back with me today. You've got so many titles here. And I was thinking, I don't think we've ever gone over them. The first one would be a certified financial planner, and I got thinking about that. I don't think there's ever been anybody born that, male or female, that when they're 3 years old or 5 years old and they say, what do you want to do when you grow up? And you say, I want to be a certified financial planner. Never happened. So at what age did the light go on and you say, that's what I want to do?
I had a chance when I married my husband I had an invitation to do whatever I wanted, which is an amazing gift. I want to say to those college-age students, it seems like a burden when you have to pick a major and try to figure out what you're going to do. But then I was about 10 years into my career at that point, and I got another chance to rethink. And I had the wisdom to understand calling, like what does God call us to do, how he makes us, right? I'm a numbers girl. I like numbers. And relationship is very, very important to me. So the difference between a financial advisor and a lot of other people in the finance industry is that we get to infuse into real life situations. How do we deal with this? How do we deal with the circumstances we're in, the desires God's put in our heart to make things work right, and understand money as an infrastructure to their calling in life. So my husband gave me the chance to stay at home, go to work, homeschool, and for me, the way God made me, that was my calling for many years up until this last year. Yeah.
Well, they say there's no stupid questions, so I hope this isn't. Do you go to college and get a degree that says Certified Financial Planner?
Well, it's not a degree program. They actually have a master's program through the College for Financial Planning. It's in Denver, Colorado, and it's a 2-year certification program. So it is, yeah, it's like a graduate type.
Yeah, because I'd never heard that term, like I'm going to school to be a doctor or this or whatever.
You know, I'm thinking about it now. They do have it as a major. When I went to school, not a major. They do have several schools that have that program as a major now.
Boy, I think you'd have to have a certain bend in that direction, which I believe God gives you when he gifts you with, you know, an interest in numbers. Not everybody has that.
Well, I was in the USF Corporate Mentor Program for a number of years, and I got to have a chance to speak with students about what they were going to do. They were finance majors, and I think that the thing that was most attractive to the students I worked with is the charity area, the nonprofit part of the job that I do. I think students these days want something that really grabs the heart. And,
yeah, I agree with that.
And I think that's woven into the Familynomics story because it's about what is money all about, and really understanding it in the family circumstances and in our desire to give.
And you better know what you're talking about. Yes. Okay, just quickly, what is a certified fund specialist? You're that too.
Yes, that's another institute. Yeah.
Letters behind her name.
It's managed money. So when you look at mutual funds, ETFs, and things like that, they actually go over programs like what is the accounting process for a managed fund. And because I always dealt in the area of managed money more than individual securities.
And the history on that would be very important, I would think.
It is very important, but the next one you're going to go over is the most interesting.
Oh yeah, Certified Employee Benefit Specialist.
And that's out of the Wharton School. And it was
That's where Donald Trump sent his kids.
It is a program that is about, it starts out with the history of retirement in employee benefits. You know,
Really?
We're 401k, that area, defined contribution plans, we're an accident. It goes into a lot of what we understand to be employee benefits, which are very, very important to people and which we're seeing less and less of these days.
Oh yeah.
So I dealt a lot in that
somebody
area.
giveth, the government taketh away, or something like that, you know. Okay, you've been in wealth planning, estate settlement, personal finance, and investments and tax planning. It really is, there's a lot of areas there to consider, and it's not rocket science. Most people just need some guidance, don't they, from somebody who knows how to navigate.
You think we would learn these things in school, and I have had the opportunity to help promote programs in schools so that we will learn this, but we aren't always taught how to manage money and how to make investments and how to make good decisions. And I think that's where the rubber meets the road. That's where we want to make sure that we make wise decisions, that we're not just working and then we look back and we haven't made good decisions with what we've.
Yeah, you know, the Bible talks an awful lot about money. If people would just get in there and understand it, read it, and do it, might take you a little time, but you can probably climb out of a difficult situation. But if you broke down the Bible into just the smallest common denominator there, isn't it about giving and retirement? I mean, the Bible promotes giving and the Bible promotes saving, not so much just retirement, but that you, I don't read credit cards in the Bible anywhere. I don't read about it.
Do not presume upon the future. It does speak a lot about debt, and mostly in the area of avoiding debt.
Yeah.
Even in one case where it talks about co-signing, it's the one time we're told, even if you committed, get out of it. Don't do it. So,
I know it. I've read that so many times. How do people think they can interpret that a different way? It just says, don't co-sign. Just
yeah,
don't do
sometimes people say, you know, it's hard to interpret. Sometimes it's not at all. No,
not thou
at all.
shalt not.
No, and I have found that facilitating conversations with families that are difficult, money is not an easy topic.
Right.
For people. And because in a given family, if everybody just thinks about their own family, not everybody's in the same circumstances economically. And so keeping harmony in a family, when you go the extended family, right, brothers and sisters and
in-laws
and in-laws and all of those circumstances, sometimes even between a husband and wife, there's conflict. So we help facilitate difficult conversations with the hope and focus of bringing harmony and restoring relationship and bringing a biblical worldview to every part of life, including finance.
Because I think since you were here last time, and maybe it was the time before, but you've taken another step in your career where you were in wealth management and certified this, that, and the other. But you have a new position, one that I've not really heard of before, and that is facilitating a family, or it could be even estate planning, but everything is around that family and their opinions and desires, and you try to make sense of it.
I do, but it was not, it's such a God thing because it wasn't something I set out to do. It was a need in my own life when I was working as a financial planner. I found that a lot of times people would do estate planning, but it was a bunch of documents. But those documents mean something to the family. And those conversations weren't happening. Mom, what would you like me to do? How would you like me to handle things if I'm ever your power of attorney? How would you? And the financial advisors and attorneys really weren't working together. So I've been able to work with families and other financial advisors around the country to really help gap those conversations where we understand it's not about a bunch of documents, it's not about a bunch of financial statements, it's about working together and doing the right thing.
I'll bet it could be a little interesting.
It's super interesting. Every family is different.
Every person has a different opinion.
And
right?
Absolutely, God has given me a heart for this, and it has been an amazing blessing. I think you're going to find probably more stories told, but those are not true, just so you know, because of confidentiality.
Right.
But they're
I was
not far
wondering,
from reality.
Yeah. And this book Kris has written called Familynomics, and really money is a family situation. I think if I could live my life over, you know, these people say, oh, I wouldn't change a thing. I would. You know, these people, they're so spiritual, they wouldn't change anything.
You mean you made a few mistakes?
Yeah. I said if I could live my life over, I'd be a better daughter, I'd be a better student, I'd be a better sibling, I'd be a better wife, I'd be a better mother, I'd be a better speaker, I'd be better at everything I do if I could do it over. And one thing I think I would do over if I could, but it never entered my mind at the time, would be when they're old enough to grasp it, that we would have a family meeting around the table and talk about money. I remember I got an allowance, it was quarter a week. That's really sad, isn't it? But I had a bank and
you know, we don't get taught about you know, what a lot of these things mean. And we never have a family meeting and say, this is mom and dad's, you know, net worth, and here's what they're going to leave you. That they're not dead yet.
Yeah.
So we can't really say that. But teaching the principles of coming together as a family, even though there's different economic circumstances, there's different hearts for different projects. Like having conversations about if the family wants to leave money to Habitat for Humanity or whatever charity it might be, explaining to the family we would love it. Would you be willing to build a house together? Or would you be willing, like having those conversations? And you'll find that I'm very much a proponent of, as I get older, asking my children what their heart is about. And making sure it's not just me always telling them, but trying to learn from my adult children now what is near and dear to them and what has God laid on their heart to do, and how can we help facilitate that as a family.
I think that kind of conversation probably doesn't go on in 1% of the families. Maybe you and I talking about it today, some people will understand that it's important, and it can save a lot of heartache down the road.
Just facilitating conversation between husband and wife, elderly parent with the child who they want to name as a power of attorney. Those are really, really important conversations. And I've done it personally. I had that conversation. God bless my mom and dad for being so willing to have that conversation.
Oh, my mom was wonderful. She took care of everything before she passed away. I was in doubt about, the grave opening. She'd even taken care of that, everything. The only thing we did was buy a beautiful bouquet to put on top of the casket. I said, Mom's not going to buy her own flowers. We're going to do that. She had taken care of everything. And I've mentioned it here before, and I just want to underscore what a blessing. Now, before we run out of time, how do these families find you, or how do you find them? This is like a new principle to me, a new idea.
So I'm going around and I'm working with the family's other advisors and helping bring them together in the conversations. I've been speaking at conferences this last year.
You're a consultant for this on top of just doing it, correct?
Yeah. I'm not in a financial planning practice anymore. I actually work directly with families, with attorneys, work with other financial advisors to help facilitate this, because you're right, it's not happening enough. It's happening, I don't know if it's 1%, but it's really way too low, and it's too important to ignore. So I think that's why God has me in these this next phase of my life doing this.
Yeah, the times I've met Kris and been with her, I've never told you this, but I just picked up how you want the Lord to direct you.
Amen.
And to the viewers, I hope you want the Lord to direct you in your finances, your personal finances. My grandmother used to sing around the house a lot, "Oh, what peace we often forfeit, oh, what needless pain we bear." All because we do not carry everything to God in prayer. But you could take those two lines and say, "Oh, what peace we often forfeit," because there are people like you, and finances and financial problems can take your peace. Absolutely. It can take your sleep. It can take everything about you and keep you really unaware of the rest of the world going on, because it's a burden when finances are out of order.
Absolutely. So. It can repossess your car, right?
Yeah, yes, it can.
It can take all kinds of things. But you're right. I think what I find really freeing in conversations with people is to express to them, God has called you to do something with your life, and money will never be in the way of that. We will find a way for you to do what God has called you to do in your life, and that will give you greater
Yes, and I've been in the ministry long enough to know, and I know that I consider what you do a ministry. You've probably got some great stories to tell, and I do too, how, we know that God saves people, we know that God heals people, we know God brings together, brings peace, but He can also lead and direct you in your finances that all of us have to deal with. And I do know this: if you do it God's way, you're going to have peace, you're going to have better sleep at night. There are people around America today that do not sleep because their credit cards are maxed out, or this, and this has happened. But God can help you out of that. Kris, I want you to come back real soon, but stay with me. I have a couple things to say before we have to say goodbye.
Arthelene would like you to keep the following information handy. You may contact Homekeepers by writing to Homekeepers, P.O. Box 6922, Clearwater, Florida 33758, or go to www.rippy.org. Remember, we always enjoy hearing from our viewers, and we thank you for your support.
All right, don't forget this book by Kris Hartland, Familynomics. It's absolutely different than any other kind of financial book you'll ever read. And it's yours for that gift of at least $15 to the program. You can use your credit card by calling the number on your screen, and also the address is on your screen right now if you want to write to us. I think you might find your own family situation in this book titled Familynomics, okay? Well, you know, a few years ago, I had the privilege of interviewing former United States Attorney General John Ashcroft. At the close of the interview, he said, "If ever I'm accused of being a Christian, I hope there will be enough evidence to convict me." With that in mind, I recently received this story on the internet. I doubt that it's true, but it makes a point. Seems a man was being tailed by a stressed out woman on a busy boulevard. Suddenly the light turned yellow just in front of him, and he did the right thing. He stopped at the crosswalk, even though he could have beaten the light and gone through before it turned red. The tailing woman was furious and honked her horn, screaming in frustration as she missed her chance to get through the intersection. She even dropped her phone and makeup. As she was still ranting, she heard a tap on the window and looked up into the face of a very serious police officer. The officer ordered her to exit her car with her hands up. He took her to the police station where she was searched, fingerprinted, photographed, and placed in a holding cell. After a couple of hours, a policeman approached the cell, opened the door. She was escorted back to the booking desk where the arresting officer was waiting with her personal effects. He said, "I'm very sorry for this mistake. You see, I pulled up behind your car while you were blowing your horn, flipping off the guy in the front of you and cussing a blue streak at him. I noticed the 'What would Jesus do' bumper sticker, the 'Choose Life' license plate holder, the 'Follow Me to Sunday School' sticker, and the chrome-plated Christian fish emblem on the trunk. Naturally, I assumed you had stolen the car." To again quote Mr. Ashcroft, "If ever I'm accused of being a Christian, I hope there will be enough evidence to convict me." Think about it. And please remember, friend, there's no higher calling than that of a homekeeper. God bless you.
If you should miss a Homekeepers program, you can catch up by going to www.ctnonline.com. Click on CTN Programs and then on Homekeepers.